Hey, Cancers, welcome, welcome. I hope everybody is doing good. Welcome. I want to first off, for those viewers that are on my channel, subscribed. I apologize for not getting you in on the full moon reading. My apologies. That was deeply wanted to. I got called to work, but also, too, I never got back to you guys. So, you guys are getting first this week. So, hopefully, this will help you in some way through your week. We did have the new moon on the 20th. We're going to be still in those energies today. It's February 22nd. This is going to go through March 1st or the next full moon. I want to say next full moon. I put March 1st, but sometimes these energies last till the next moon. When we have the new moon energy, this is an energy of release, things to let go of, which we found out. If you didn't watch the all signs reading I just got done doing, please go watch for that. It tells a lot about what's going on astrology, numerology wise for all signs, but it does definitely carry over. All right, so Cancers, let's get going. This may resonate with you. It might be in your Cancer rising sign, or it may not. You might know a Cancer that is happening. So whatever that is, but you're supposed to be here if you enjoy this. So let's see what's going on for you guys. These are the moon. This is the moon card. Then we will go into Divine's card, and then it's basically past, present, future. So the end of a tough cycle approaches, the full moon in Capricorn. So this again is what this is going on. If you've watched the full moon, you'll see that there was a lot of energies that were creating this bouncing off irritable energy. This is an energy that was annoying. It was irritable. It went through even Valentine's Day. Things were sort of ending, miscommunication, all that kind of stuff happening. So just be kind to yourself through this process, because this is something that you're not going to be able to control. Now, from the 20th or the 22nd through the first of the month, some of those energies are carrying through. Although in the new moon, we want to release. So if you're trying to control everything, time to release a little bit of that. You can't control everything. All right, Cancers, you just can't control everything. You got to let things go. All right, and that will help also your mood, your changes. I have a deer hide underneath this here just because it's not so slippery. So this is something new from my work, that I thought I would play with and see. Just something different and fun. My covering. So most of the time, you guys just see me with a white cover. So let's see what we're going on with you. What Divine wants to do. Divine, what do you want for the Cancers? What message do you want for the Cancers from your dimension, please? I was going to say your generation. He is non-generational. So let me see what he has to say for you guys. Now, for those of you that are brand new, I am intuitive. This does come from a place of the other dimension. This is also, I'm extremely intuitive. But also, too, it comes from whatever plop tots, downloads, or whatever he gives me for your future and the struggles and challenges that you're going through. Okay. So, first card out, this is Divine's card. It is Walking the Lion. This is talking about taking courage, walking, and making sure that you're holding up for yourself, because it is the number 10 in numerology, meaning that sometimes it takes courage to walk away from something. It takes courage to actually engulf in something. I see a lion attacking something. It takes courage to confront something. So definitely walking the lion, seeing where you're at with that lion. Imagine yourself as the lion, and what are you doing? Lions usually do not cower. The only thing they cower to is their mates, in that sense, but they will go all out and have no fear. So walking the line, where is that for you? This might be some new energy that is coming for you, to get. Courage is really hard for some people. Fear is something that people drive their lives. Sometimes the fear overrules their life. So I'm not quite sure what that is. And it was interesting because in the reading I just got done with all signs, there was a lot of orbs, a lot of space, outside space, stars, things of that nature. He's showing me a lot of stars today because walking the lion, if you look at this card, there's stars all over it. So looking at that, and then his third chakra is open. Okay, so the eye chakra is open, so he's more open to really paying attention to his intuition, his senses of what's telling him right or wrong. Should he move forward? Should he not move forward? Is this something that he needs to maybe wait, sit and wait for the perfect time? I see him pounce down, waiting for some prey, definitely of that nature. So, what is that for you? Okay. So that is the divine's message. What do you need to wait for? What do you need to get ready for? What do you need to have the courage to move forward with? What is it that you need to have the courage to wait with? All right. So we've got for your, then that's divine's cards. Current energies is the Lady of the Mirror, reflection, non-judgment, and the number 8. So that is just perfect with this, because nobody should be judging you. You don't even have to judge yourself. It is looking in the mirror and saying, what are my good qualities? Where can I grow those qualities? And if I have a weakness, or if there is something that I do need to work on and reflect on, it's not a bad thing. There's nothing bad on this earth. It's just saying, okay, I need to work on this. Okay, I need to pay attention to this. I need to have opportunity how to grow this, how to nurture this, how to move forward with this in a higher energy, a higher vibration. Again, the moon energy, this is not only the Pisces energy with the new moon, it's also Saturn, it's Uranus and Venus dealing with things up there. But an end of a tough cycle needs to finish. So what is that for you that needs to finish? This is called, your future energy is the cleaning house. The number 10, something's finishing, something's beginning. So if you're a hoarder, there's no room to put something new in your house and have it kept clean, because everything is dirty and everything is piled up. So you want to be able to unpile that stuff, make some room, and so that you can bring in something new and beautiful, and something that's going to bring your life to a better, higher vibration. Okay. I don't know what that is for you. I do know that reflecting and being non-judgmental. All right, thank you. So there's somebody saying that don't be judgmental of other people. Don't point fingers. Somebody's pointing fingers. You need to be pointing rather than saying, well, you, which is a very destructive way to communicate. You need to be pointing me. What I mean by that is, if you start a conversation out with you've already started out on the wrong foot. Well, if you wouldn't do that, I wouldn't act this way. If you wouldn't say that, I wouldn't be so angry. No, that's a very destructive way of communication. If we turn it around and say, I feel hurt when you do this, I feel angry when you say this, that kind of a thing, bringing that back and owning your feelings. Again, that is that lady in the mirror. That's the reflection. That is having courage and saying, you know what? I know that you're doing that and that's your thing. However, this is how it makes me feel. Okay. That's cleaning house. That is actually ending an old cycle of poor communication and starting new communication. All right. All righty. So let's see what your spread is. All right. Cancers. What is Cancer's spread, please? Somebody definitely is going through either a friendship or relationship where they're not talking to somebody. Um, Definitely where they've got some animosity or feel they've been wronged by that person. This is the lion energy that needs to come out again, to be able to talk to them and say that, again, with constructive communication, when you did this is how I felt, or this is how I felt when you did this. Definitely want to put that back on you so they can see your perspective. It's all about perspective. They might not even that they hurt you or did that or realize that they were making you angry, because maybe their communication is not well either. They've never been taught how to communicate properly. Okay. So we just need to learn how to figure out how to get along in the world together and how to communicate so that we don't scream at each other. All right. All right. So something coming in very fast. We have the Eight of Wands in the very beginning. We have the Knight of Cups in the center of your reading. And then we have the Ten of Swords at the end, which is your challenge. Somebody doesn't like things to happen really quickly. Some things they just sort of want to rip the band-aid off, see a band-aid ripping off very, very slowly rather than just going and rip it off. This is somebody that I don't know what Cancer that is. That is a time of reflection. Why are you holding on to something that is not good for you anymore? It will take courage for you to let things go. Because you have the number 10 of Pentacles is your second card. This is the ultimate card. This is love. This is satisfaction. This is joy. This is everything you desired. This is sort of the completion of whatever ever you wanted. But you do have the Emperor next to that, and also bringing wisdom. Excuse me, bringing wisdom from the Emperor. Okay, so you've got, it's interesting because you've got the Ten of Pentacles. The gentleman is looking at the Emperor, and the Emperor is, or the Knight is running from the Emperor. Somebody's afraid of learning the truth. Somebody might be afraid of learning the truth, and that's where it takes courage to get the truth. Thank you. That's beautiful. And the truth could be something that just needs to be shared to make your vibration better, to make your vibration higher. And it could be the truth. It could be just something. For example, we've got a person at work that doesn't realize how bad they smell. Okay, they just have no clue how they smell. And for me, I'm ready to help grow that, but my boss is like, no, let it go, let it go, let it go. But when you have customers saying, hey, I'm not staying around because that person, this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes it takes courage to share something to help better that person and walk in the truth. This is not my truth. This is actual truth. This is, this person needs probably doesn't understand the difference between deodorant and antiperspirant. There's a big difference. And so if they don't know that, then that's not bad on them. It's just like they didn't know. That's courage to sit down and talk to that person and say, what can I do to help? Because they may not even realize it. Okay. So that is the Emperor's talking. That's number 4, starting out with a solid foundation, knowing that person, knowing where they're going, what they're doing, how they're doing it, and maybe opening the door to looking at themselves a little bit more closely, but doing it in love. So there is an offering of communication here. We've got the 8 of Wands and the Ace of Wands. There is a communication thing that needs to happen. It is going to take some deep love in caring in how you carry that out with that person. It will change it. It will change the retrospect of that relationship. It is not a bad thing. It is a good thing. It may end a relationship. It may start a new beginning to a relationship because that's your challenge card. So you have the number 10 twice. So this is beautiful because you have the 10 twice. So that means something that is, don't I have that plugged in? Oh, I don't have it plugged in. Hang on a second. I thought I plugged in my computer. I apologize. It's going to take some communication to understand where that relationship is and when to talk about it. Okay. So the end of a tough cycle, whatever that is. And that could be work, that could be whatever, but it's going to end quick. It's coming in quick. It's going to end quick. There's nothing wrong with that. It just means there's a growth pattern happening. That means that some of that old hoarding of that house is getting cleaned out. And then there's new room for something new. I don't know what that is for you. I don't know what it is that is coming in new for you, Cancers. Okay, but this is going to take a little bit of courage. Okay, especially with the new moon in Pisces. Well, the Pisces is going away. However, this energy that towards the end of the month, it's not going to change too much. It's going to be a little irritating, a little annoying. So be really, really careful in how you move in that. Again, look at the mirror. How would I want to be treated? How do I want to handle this? How would I want to hear whatever it is? How would I want to do and be remembered of this? If it's time to go, it's time to go. But if there's something that is happening for the future, you really need to look into that. It is good for the future. This is whatever this is good for the future. It is either going to break the ice of something. So like you're in a new relationship and you don't want to talk about kids, but you want to go and move in together. Well, you know what? If you're going to sleep together, there's that possibility of having kids. So you should have that discussion beforehand. Again, it can rock your world, change your world forever. So that's just an example. We do have the Knight of Wands. We do have the 9 of Pentacles, and we do have the 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups has been showing up for the end of the month. These are things about your desires, things what you want to do, things of looking in the mirror, having the challenge and courage to go forward, taking that band-aid and ripping it off and making that cycle stop. So if you got a pattern of doing things and you're looking at a negative, low vibrational energy, they're not negative, but low vibrational energy, and you're saying, okay, this keeps happening. Why does this keep happening? Why do I keep finding this type of guy? Why do I keep finding this type of girl? And then your trust begins to diminish. That is something to really look at, because you're looking and creating the same pattern, the same cycle over and over again, which creates things to end over and over again. They don't last. It just never lasts. It just never lasts. Well, that's because your mindset and also the energies you're putting out is creating that. You're manifesting that, when the divine and everything is saying, it's there for you. Why do you keep messing things up? I'm not sure who that's for. All right. I'm not sure who that's for. So Cancers, lighten up a little bit. Just look at yourself, see what it is that in your journey that you want to do, and lighten up a little bit. Okay. Don't be so hard on yourself, but it is time to look at things. Don't be afraid if things are moving fast. That's okay. Again, you have 2 10s, which is meaning actually you've got 3 10s, but really paying attention. Something's coming to a closure and something is opening up, which again, the moon is saying the end of a tough cycle approaches. So something's just about over. Your storm's just about over for somebody, and it's moving on to good things. But you gotta speak up. You gotta talk about things. You gotta share things. You can't just think that people understand you, or they can read your mind. They can't. You gotta share your perspective, whether they like it or not. Agree to disagree. All right. All right, Divine, is there anything else that you want to share with Cancers? Is there anything in particular that you want to share with Cancers? Any plot thoughts? Anybody on the other side wanting to come through? Anything from division, from Divine? Any angels that want to come through? Somebody feels like their world's just tumbling down and it's not going to get better. It is. Nothing stays the same. Nothing ever stays the same. So you got to just hold on. The fire, he's having me look at the fire. You think it's all coming to an end. You think things are going to turn around. They are. And thank you. So when things seem to be falling apart, they're actually coming together. I don't know who that's for. That is for you. Judgment again. And 2 of pumpkins. And Ace of pumpkins. This is the Hocus Pocus deck, guys. If you like that deck, let me know. I can get you that deck. But it is a fun deck. So this is from Hocus Pocus. I love fun decks, as you guys know. I'm not going to go into dark decks. I won't do that energy. I won't bring that in. Again, the number, we've got the number 20, which is the number 2. You got 2 2s together. Okay, you've got 2 2s, and then you've got an ace, which is 1. So there is something coming together for you guys. Really pay attention. Have the courage. Don't walk in fear, that this is going to be a really good thing. This is something that is going to bring unity. It's going to bring something new, something exciting. But the scary thing for you is moving out of that, is saying, okay, I'm going to take that leap of faith. I am going to work with that. It is going to take communication. There is something, because it's going to bring you everything that you want. But it is scary because it's sort of coming in fast. Okay, but it is going to take a lot of communication. Make sure you get your ducks in a row. Make sure that you reflect on if you really want this moving forward. But you're going to have to make room. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 10s, 2 9s. You got so much good stuff coming up here. You're your worst judge. So don't judge yourself so harshly. Allow things to flow. Let that Pisces energy of the moon come in and flow. Allow the Venus energy come into flow. Allow things to happen the way that they need to happen. And just get your ducks in a row. Clean your house. This is your future energy. Clean your house. The hard thing is if you're going to allow it. This is your challenge card if you're going to allow it. So if you're going to allow things to happen, make sure they're the things that you want to happen in the right direction to bring you high vibrational. What is that? That is joy. That is happiness. That is things that you want and desire. If it's something that you're like, oh, man, I really don't want to do that. That's your intuition saying, don't do it. If you have to say the word, I should go do that, that means you do not want to do that. If you say, I want to go do that, that is high vibrational. That is saying, I really want to do that. That is something I desire. But when you add that word, I should do it, it's out of obligation. It's not something that you want to do. Ask yourself, am I doing it out of obligation or am I doing it because I want to do it? End the, where'd the go? End the tough cycle and get ready for the positive, high vibrational cycle of love, peace, happiness, desires, and all the things that you want in life. Clean that house for the next couple of weeks. Spring is coming. All right, guys, please, I hope you enjoyed this. Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to, if you want to watch anything about leather, as you see behind me, I'm a leathersmith and I teach about leather, leather crafting and leather saddlery and things of that nature. Go to my leatherladyllc.com. Otherwise, we will walk and talk to you again, hopefully in the next week. So don't forget to walk in absolute truth and love. Take care now. Adios.